Hi, everyone, and welcome to the best years of your life. I would like to welcome all of you to the LifeFarm Global Network product call. My name is Sonia Olivas, your LifeFarm Global Network Premier Services Manager. I'm very excited about tonight's call, which will be on our new product, Laminine Omega Plus, and why we chose Laminine Omega Plus as our newest product, as well as the health benefits of Laminine Omega Plus. We will also discuss the details about each of the ingredients and where they're sourced, in addition to why Laminine Omega Plus is laminine's perfect counterpart. Joining us on tonight's call, I'm very excited to have LifeFarm Global Network's product specialist, Thomas Jones. Thomas has a biology degree in food and ingredients. Welcome, Thomas.
Thank you, Sonia. I am so happy to be here and share with you guys about the new Laminine Omega Plus. My name is Thomas Jones again, and I am the product specialist. And I'm here to introduce you to the product and educate you and let you enjoy the passion and share some of the hard work and dedication that everybody put in. I myself just represent a team of about 15 to 20 people who were dedicated into developing this product and bringing it out. So first off, we know we have the Laminine Omega Plus. Now, what is the Laminine Omega Plus? Laminine Omega Plus is our new proprietary formula. It's a dietary supplement with the primary focus on circulatory health. Now, this uses multiple ingredients they all take different pathways, but all have the primary function for circulatory health. And circulatory health is very key and important to us because our circulatory systems are the transportation system of our body. Our circulatory systems allow us to deliver food and nutrients to parts of the body where they're needed most. So that's why we must take care of our circulatory system. Now, the Laminine Omega Plus, it was formulated based upon three principles: quality, safety, and potency. Now, we took the highest quality of the ingredients, we put them together at a potent dose, and we made sure they were safe. So that's where the angle that we're coming from, because we believe in this product, we take it ourselves, and we want you to take it and enjoy the health benefits from that. So now we talk about the circulatory system. The circulatory system is very key to all of us in life, from the time we were born to the time we're adults. The circulatory system grows with us as we get older. The blood vessels, arteries, they become more strong, strengthened. They help deliver nutrients to all parts of the body. A good, healthy circulatory system, signs of that is you have that get up and go, that pep energy in the morning. Your thoughts are clear. You get restful sleep. You have that energy to go. You have fast recovery. But unfortunately, there's the other spectrum, so poor circulatory health. And poor circulatory health can lead to undue fatigue, unrestful sleep, cloudy memory, sometimes undue heavy breathing or coughing if we decide to take the stairs rather than the escalator. We notice a difference in our body. And some of the things that contribute to an unhealthy circulatory system might not be our fault. We don't intend to have poor circulatory systems, but it just happens from the lifestyles we lead and the environments we in. There's tons of environmental toxins that we breathe in, lack of a healthy, balanced diet because we might not have time, we might not get enough sleep, we might be injured. So all these things take place, and not to mention as we grow, our bodies get old and just age-related damage. So that's the basis of the product, of what's a good circulatory system and some of the effects of a negative circulatory system. So with that in mind, we decided to assemble this array of unique ingredients, and each one of these ingredients have been tested individually on their own to prove their efficacy and benefit. And all we did was to combine them all in one together at a proper usage and deliver them to you in the Laminine Omega Plus. Now, the first ingredient in the Laminine Omega Plus is the omega fatty acids. Now, the omega fatty acids are broken into two categories: the essential fatty acids and the non-essential fatty acids. The essential fatty acids include omega-3, omega-6, EPA, and DHA. The non-essential omega fatty acids include omega-9. Now, non-essential means the body can produce them, like omega-9, but essential means the body cannot produce them, so thus we need them from our food or a diet. So when it comes to getting our food or a diet, we must eat a diet high in omega fatty acids. Sometimes that's hard and not practical, or we result in having a proper dietary supplement, and that's where Laminine Omega Plus comes into play. We source the finest quality of omega fish oil. Our omega fish oil comes from the Riggins Arengia, excuse me for my mispronunciation, but it is a specific breed in the anchovy family. Now, when we want to compare fish and fatty acids and fish oil, there's all this talk about salmon. salmon's the steak of the sea, and salmon has plenty of potency of omega fatty acids. But we did some research. So we tested the content of omega fatty acids in salmon, cod liver oil, and in anchovies. And the percent quality of EPA and DHA in there, well, we noticed that anchovies ranked the highest, probably about 7% higher than salmon in terms of concentration of EPA and DHA. And EPA and DHA are the essential fatty acids which we need. And so DHA plays a vital role in the brain in terms of the gray matter as well as in the retina. So it's a beautiful combination. And one of the great things about it is the effect that DHA has in the brain helps, because a lot of times, a lot of us are familiar with taking Laminine, and some people often say, hey, I might plateau after a little bit. But giving your brain those essential fatty acids in there, that helps the cognitive functions and those pathways that lead to the serotonin, regulating serotonin and the stress levels and the cortisol levels that you're used to seeing with Laminine. So you can get back those effects of Laminine by taking omega fatty acids because they help with brain functioning and cell signaling. So the awesome thing about our omega fatty acids is where we source the specific breed of anchovies from is something called the Humboldt Current. So the Humboldt Current comes in from Alaska and delivers nutrient-rich water in this Latin American region for the fish to feed on. And we all know we are what we eat. So by the fish feeding on this nutrient-rich water with all the phytoplankton and algae, it has a high DHA and EPA content. So we transfer that over into the concentrated oil from these fish and then into our capsule. But the great thing about it is one of our pillars is not only quality, but it's also safety. So safety is our number one concern. So this high-potent quality fish oil undergoes a process of molecular distillation. And what molecular distillation is, it's a fancy term for we take the oil and we place it in a controlled environment under low heat. And what this does, it enables us to make the oil more concentrated. So we have a higher concentration of EPA, DHA, and the good omega fats that we like. And it gets rid of some of the gunk that's responsible for the foul, fishy aftertaste or odor that's often found in omega fish oil supplements. And then it also does, from a safety point of view, the mercury, the lead, the PCB, and all those other contaminants that we do not want in our fish oil, and it helps get rid of those. And then we test the fish oil once it's finished being processed. So we test it for the impurities and we test it for quality. Then when the fish oil undergoes the whole manufacturing process, we taste our final product to ensure everything is safe again, and we still were able to deliver that potent quality of omega fatty acids to our end user. So that explains the omega fatty acids. Now the next ingredient that we have is CoQ10. CoQ10 is a powerful antioxidant that we heard of. Now we know here antioxidant all over the place, but what does antioxidants do? Well, good question. Antioxidants fight free radicals, and what free radicals are molecules floating around with extra electrons, similar to a misbehaving child left at home by itself. They're bound to get into mischief and trouble. Now, free radicals are a byproduct of metabolic pathways in the body, and also as a result of environmental toxins that we take in. But free radicals are the number one cause of age-related damage to the body. So these free radicals are floating around, damaging the cell walls and the integrity of the cells, which causes our bodies to operate on a less efficient level. So antioxidants, we gave you CoQ10 in the form of ubiquinol. Now, ubiquinol is one of the most bioavailable forms of CoQ10 because it's the form of CoQ10 that's naturally found in the body, in the heart, and the liver. So we're giving you this bioavailable form of CoQ10, but it's microactive. Now, microactive means that it has a refined particle size, so it has a faster absorption rate, and it also has a sustained release, so it's available in your system for a 24-hour period. Now, what we did was we ran a comparison study on the microactive form of CoQ10 that we have in our product versus the typical average crystalline form and the lipid fast-absorbed form of CoQ10 on the market. And what we saw that at the 5-hour mark, so the 5-hour mark gauges initial absorption, how fast immediately it goes to work. So judging at 5 hours, the microactive CoQ10 had a way higher blood plasma concentration than the other two forms of CoQ10. Then we again measured the CoQ10 at the 24-hour mark, and we saw that the CoQ10 remained in the system available for the body to use at much higher levels. We have charts and presentations with the exact numbers that we can reference, but the scope of the experiment was that our CoQ10 is better because we use a microactive form. We have the bioavailable form that's found in the heart and the liver automatically. So with that combination, we give you a powerful antioxidant that we can deliver to you. And so the antioxidants helping fight these free radicals, helping restore the integrity of the heart, the blood vessels, the arteries, and all these components of the circulatory system combined with the omega fatty acids that help balance out levels of triglycerides. Because triglycerides, we have the good fats and the bad fats. We have HDLs, which are the high-density lipids, and then we have the LDLs, which are the low-density lipids. The low-density lipids are considered the bad fats, and those clog up our arteries and hinder up this pathway. So if we have the antioxidants breaking down and the integrity of the cell wall, that's like putting potholes in our freeway. And then we have the bad fat. Bad fats build up kind of like a car accident. So we're on this highway of our body driving through, and we got potholes, and we have traffic jams to deal with. That's not an efficient transportation system from getting to point A to point B. So in our body, when we have compromised blood vessels, we have buildup of fat and triglycerides and cholesterol in our artery that hinders the blood, and the blood carries oxygen, nutrients, laminine, and other dietary supplements to parts of the body when they're needed. And so being less efficient, well, we get results of being tired, being fatigued, and not feeling at the top of our game. Now, the next ingredient that we have is pretty amazing. It's vitamin K2, not to be confused with vitamin K1, and it's in the form of MK7. Now, MK7 is very interesting. It was discovered because there's this highly nutritious food is called natto. Natto is a great food in Japan. They really love it because it's highly nutritious and it's fermented soy. Now, the fermentation process is responsible from a specific bacteria. We isolated this specific bacteria, which causes soy to ferment, and is really responsible for producing vitamin MK7, known as vitamin K2. So we extract this bacteria, we isolate it in the laboratory, we cultivate it, and we produce MK7. Now, MK7 is great. It's one of the newly discovered multivitamins, and it has great benefits. Now, vitamin K1 we want to stay away from because it affects the blood aggregation and blood coagulant. So if you're on simvastatin, warfarin, or something that it can interact. But have no fear, we use vitamin K2, which is a different form that doesn't react with those blood coagulating medications. So vitamin K2, its primary purpose is to prevent the buildup of calcium plaques. Now, we all hear we need to take calcium, strong bones, and all that. We probably drink milk and calcium supplements, but the calcium that we're taking will form plaques in the blood. Well, that's not good because the calcium's not going to the place where it's needed, and it's building up in the bloodstream, which causes unnecessary traffic jam and hindrance of our bloodstream. So the great thing about vitamin K2 is it prevents these plaques from forming, and therefore having calcium go to where it's most needed in the bone. So, recap, we have three ingredients. We have the omega fatty acids so far, which helps fight and balance levels of triglycerides, which unclogs the fat that clogs up the triglycerides and the cholesterol that can build up plaques and clog up our arteries. Then we have the CoQ10, which is an antioxidant which fights the free radicals which damage our cells. And then we have the vitamin K2, which prevents calcium plaque buildups. And then the fourth ingredient, which we have, which you're all familiar with, is the fertilized egg. Now, the fertilized avian egg extract was used in Laminine, but it's not the same as Laminine. Now, recap. Now, Laminine contains the Opti9 blend. Now, the Opti9 blend is our proprietary blend that contains three ingredients. Yes, three ingredients. The fertilized avian egg is only one part of the ingredient. The Opti9 blend contains the fertilized avian egg, contains the marine protein, and the phytoprotein. And together, all three of them form the Opti9 blend and form Laminine, which we know which has great benefits, helping to balance levels of cortisol, serotonin, help reduce stress, and the amino acids help rejuvenate, build the cells back to where they are, and the beautiful thing in the FGF acting as a conductor. Well, in studying Laminine and kind of give you better research and study tools, we found another use for the fertilized avian egg. Now, the fertilized avian egg, we found, participates in a process called angiogenesis. And what angiogenesis is the rejuvenation of blood vessels from pre-existing ones. And so the cells, so we say, wow, the fertilized egg helps with angiogenesis, will help rebuild and regenerate blood vessels. Well, that'll help us all. Why is that important? If you ever get injured in a car accident, severed blood vessel, severed artery, well, they need to rejuvenate, fix that pathway. We're driving on the highway and the bridge is broken. Well, that bridge needs to be repaired to have proper traffic flow. So all four of those ingredients combined create a synergetic effect to focus in on circulatory health, which is our primary focus of this product. Now, the Laminine Omega Plus is not a replacement for Laminine. Together, they work in synergy. Laminine is the cornerstone on our pathway to a better quality of life. Now, the next stepping stone is the Omega Plus. Laminine has a focus on overall well-being. Now, we've kind of fine-tuned that scope and that focus for the Laminine Omega Plus. Now, the Omega Plus focuses on circulatory health. Of course, there's other great benefits that spawn out of it because each one of these ingredients is multifunctional and have multi-purposes. But we're not going to distract ourselves. We're going to focus on the key benefits of circulatory health, how they all combine and help on circulatory health. And the great thing about it is they work in synergy. Now, we know we can consider the FGF like an architect or a conductor. And being an architect or a conductor, it guides and dictates. So in Laminine, the FGF is we'll take the example of a conductor. So the FGF is a conductor in front, and in Laminine, it has the marine proteins and the phytoproteins, which it directs and guides it to the areas where it's needed most in the body. So that's like the conductor standing in front in the orchestra conducting to the bass section. So it's telling the bass how to play beautiful music and go. It's great. But then we add on an extra arsenal or tools with the Laminine Omega Plus. We give the FGF a different section to guide and conduct. So we give it a string or woodwind section. So the FGF is guiding the string and woodwind section. But the FGF can conduct both of them at the same time, and together they play harmony and beautiful music. So the FGF is the conductor, and the Laminine ingredients of the marine protein and the phytoprotein are like your bass section. The Omega Plus is adding a different section, additional section to your orchestra, so it's expanded, it's more powerful, robust, and makes beautiful music because all the ingredients are working in harmony together. So that's the beauty of the Laminine Omega Plus. It works in synergy with our classic Laminine. So we have quality, safety, and potency. We source the highest quality of ingredients, we put them together in a potent dose for you, and we made sure they're safe. Now, you can go in the market and you can find a CoQ10, but is it microactive and is it really effective and at an efficacious dose? You can find vitamin K2 on the market, and then you can find omega fatty acids. But we're giving you a high-quality omega fatty acid supplement combined with CoQ10, combined with vitamin K2, not to mention the fertilized avian extract. So if you would buy these individual ingredients by yourself alone, it would be difficult for you to come in under a reasonable price point, find quality products in all four categories. And so we did the research, we did the painstaking labor to combine all these quality ingredients into one product for you with the focus of circulatory health. Our circulatory system is important to us. All of us need it. It's our blood, it's our oxygen, it's the nutrients that go into our body. So we want to take care of our bodies so we get a better quality of life and long-lasting and moving forward. So the Laminine Omega Plus is a great product that complements original Laminine with the focus of circulatory health. And once you start taking it, you'll reap the benefits of a positive circulatory health along with the benefits of Laminine while you're continuing taking that. The recommended dosage for the Laminine Omega Plus is 1 capsule. Some people jump it up and take 2 capsules. That's okay. You could take up to 4 capsules if you like, depending on your need and your fatty acid needs. Consult your doctor or healthcare provider. But depending on your needs, you might need more fatty acids than other people. But start off with 1. It can be taken with Laminine. We recommend that you take it 15 minutes before food to help with absorption. So it's a great product out there. Don't be alarmed. Feel free to educate yourself. And remember, it's not a replacement to Laminine. We put in too much time and research and dedication on a product we stand by. So we just wanted to add on and give you something to complement it. So when people feel that, hey, I feel Laminine's not working anymore, I feel plateaued, why cycle off? Just complement it. When you get your increase in fatty acids, that start affecting your brain and those systems for the hormones and the secretion, and you see the secretion increase and your systems start operating more efficiently, you will feel those effects of Laminine again. And you'll, wow, I feel a better quality of life. And it'll encourage you to move forward and have a better productive life. So I hope today's talk can be beneficial. And I just want to recap and go over. We have a quality product sourced from the highest. We have a quality product at a potent dose that is safe for all of us to take. We combine multifunctional ingredients with the primary function. We combine multifunctional ingredients with the primary focus of circulatory health that works in conjunction with Laminine and not replacing Laminine. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, thank you so much, Thomas, for joining us on tonight's call. I really loved all the details and the information that you shared with us tonight. I'm so excited about this awesome new product, Laminine Omega Plus, and all the benefits it provides. I mean, just you talking about the circulatory system is so important for everyone to indeed have even more of a reason to share this new product with our friends, our family members, and everyone that we care and love about. I mean, once again, Lifelong Global has made sure to give us the best product to effectively help us maintain healthy bodies and fight the growing ailments each of us continue to battle each and every day to get us to that next step to a better quality of life. With that said, I want to remind all of you that the pre-order began on November 11th. Shipping begins on November 18th. If you've logged into your virtual office, please look at your welcome page. You can click on the link for the Laminine Omega Plus, or you can go to your resources tab, and there you can download and print the Laminine Omega Plus brochure, the FAQ, also the Laminine Omega PowerPoint, and also they have a quick reference sheet there as well. Lifelong Global wants to make sure that you have all information to help you build your business to that next level. Please also take a look at your resources tab for all the new information and training in your virtual office from our LifeVention convention. We have the opportunity brochure, the virtual office tutorials, the business tools, and the new video showcasing the recognition to LifeVention at LifeVention. Thank you so much, Thomas, again for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure having you on the call and all the information that you shared with us. And thank you for tuning in tonight and spending the time with your Lifelong Global family. Thank you for all you do. Good night.